Welcome to another evening of Minneapolis by Night. This is our vampire venue, which has kind of been hunkered down the last couple weeks as the mages and werewolves tear apart the city. However, this evening, a number of vampires, old and new, have come out to look into whether this ongoing situation is constitutes a masquerade breach and whether it needs to be resolved. So we'll start our evening at the Lord's Children Orphanage, fairly well-known orphanage sponsored by the Lady of Lord's Church and managed by a young woman calling herself Mercy. Um, the orphanage has started to kind of get put back together. There have been a number of deaths, children's deaths in the orphanage, but the police tape has been cleaned down or taken down, and work's being done to repair any damages. Um, there's still some blood stains being scrubbed out and shampooed out and stuff because that process is not quick. But it looks like they are starting to get things back on track. Additionally, a local motorcycle club, the Iron Fangs, have begun to do a sort of a Big Brothers, Big Sisters type program to help those children get out into the world and safely get exposure. This might be things like taking them to the park, taking them shopping, out to eat, that sort of thing. So there's actually a number of them that have been in the area, and in fact they have bought an old house from the neighborhood and renovated it into a clubhouse for their motorcycle group. It'll be it's about still later evening, past dusk, but not quite dark enough yet where the kids are called inside. It's getting towards summer. Kids are still playing outside.
Okay.
That sort of thing. And there will be, you'd notice right away there's a couple of guys standing, motorcycles parked out front, and they're kind of standing around or interacting with the kids. One of them's playing catch.
Hmm. So yeah, Danica's gonna roll up to the orphanage. She has her usual work boots, jeans. She's got a black tank on. She's heavily covered in tribal tattoos, blonde hair. Uh, Not too much interesting about her. She's walks with a confident demeanor and kind of not someone you usually want to fuck with, but she's nice enough.
I guess maybe I roll up too. He kind of sees what I've got depicted. Glasses, nerdy, not very attractive. Only he's wearing all black with a blood red tie, business suit, three-piece.
All right.
You also see a stranger approaching the orphanage slowly. He wears a black trench coat, kind of tousled, medium length black hair, dark eyes, and he's very slender, very lean. clean shaven, and he almost has a lost air about him. So he's definitely headed towards the orphanage.
We'll have anybody who's there can give me a perception alertness.
Alright, I think I'm gonna trigger aspects before I do any of this. I'm gonna have that active the whole time because I need to see things. Didn't know what's there.
Danica just has heightened hearing for the moment.
Ohanzi has acute sense sight, and he's got aspects too, but I don't think he'd be using it yet.
I have 2 successes.
Perk alert.
Yes, and you guys are, if you have aspects up, it will apply. Otherwise, you're welcome to make it.
Are you fucking serious? Wow, dice, man. My
Ouch!
God.
That's a brutal roll.
Okay, I'm new to this, so I'll need dice stream, right?
Correct.
And
Then on the right-hand side, it'll have your dice, and you just tell it how many you want to roll. You hit roll, and that's about all there is to it.
I'm rolling for perception.
Perception alertness, yep.
Okay.
Standard diff.
Yes.
Okay. I rolled one too many, I think. I should have rolled 4.
Someone have an actual thunderstorm, or do they just have halation?
Yeah, it's an actual thunderstorm.
Nice.
I wasn't sure if you could hear that or not.
I just heard that one crack of thunder.
Yeah, that was a pretty loud one.
Yes,
That
yes, it
was
is.
actually the first lightning I've seen so far.
Oh, there was some awesome
Nice, I
lightning
love it.
going on earlier.
Yeah, there's actually a legit lightning to go with that 2-second burst of thunder.
Nice.
Oh, that dumb one.
Nice.
So,
That's actually why I was late tonight, is I was doing planting. Now I need rain so my plants will grow.
nice.
I planted my vineyard. And apparently the internet just decided to hate me.
Yay.
At least it's on my computer my notes are on, not the one running Hangouts. Alright, everybody got at least one success other than the one guy using Auspex?
Yep.
Alright, with one success, alright, at least one success. You guys notice there's a very nice condition um, older car, like an old roadster parked behind the orphanage. I'm talking like a 1930s style.
Old school vintage.
John, can I ask a question real quick?
Absolutely.
Said Roadster, is it much like the same like black vehicle that rolled up to my church, firebombed, and like one of my priests was murdered
Um,
way back? Okay, what I'm verifying is I do not have to worry about some Sombra coming here and like
oh,
devouring
no.
me with fire.
Nope.
Okay, cool. That's all I'm checking because you're talking dark view that windows and my mind goes to, oh god, my past has come to end me.
Actually, come to think of it, I have this. Because, yay, I have Dropbox on this. I moved this to my Dropbox now. I can even make it easy. That's the ride.
Nice.
Huh. I have a first for me. Facebook says service unavailable.
Okay, I see that you're talking about. Okay, cool.
Alright. I assume Padre rolls up there at some point.
Yeah, he would roll up in the Pope Mobile.
All right. Well, I guess since Midian doesn't see anything interesting, like up close, he's gonna look for any small toys or anything that may be laying around. Because the kids are, I don't know. Like that.
Um, there's miscellaneous. There's like kids trucks and like toy trucks in the yard and some Hot Wheels cars and a couple of action figures.
I guess I'll snag one of those Hot Wheels cars and put it in my pocket.
All right.
And then can I get another chance at that perception roll to see what everybody else is looking at? Because that one was really awful.
Yes, you can make another one.
All right.
Hope to God this one goes better.
Yeah, somewhat. What's that,
The
3?
car was parked back.
Yeah, so you see this older vehicle as well at this point.
Okay. You'd have no idea what the significance of that is, though.
All right, so the newcomer to the scene, he approaches the 1930s car and just looks it over and looks inside, looks through the windows to see if there's anything unusual inside.
Well, it's first thing you would notice is that the interior's been, you know, in immaculate condition as well.
Okay.
There is a fairly ornate cane sitting in the center, or resting in the center, as well as a black leather briefcase. Beyond that, doesn't look terribly. Nothing terribly out of the ordinary, but is whoever this guy is, it's like he's still in a different era.
Right, right.
So, do we go knock on the door?
Well, it's up to you guys. There are a number, like I say, there's a number of bikers around, but none of them are really interfering at this point. Most of them are playing with the kids or interacting with them. A couple of them are may be kind of watching you, but nothing horrible. You know, it's just kind of you're in their territory, and as far as they're concerned, you're the intruding sort of in what they've kind of established as their family.
Where are they?
What's that? The bikers?
The ones that we are upon?
I mean, the couple of the bikers are in the yard, you know,
Okay,
playing with the
it's
kids.
the bikers. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Can I make my way to actually? Can I use perception? I want to say leadership. Yeah. Can I use perception and leadership to determine who's the head of the biker gang here?
Yes. You're welcome to.
Balls. Like dice rolls do not work. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was lovely.
Danica's gonna ask
Okay,
one of those bikers if they need help with the kids.
I
that's
mean,
one way to do it.
you know, they say you're always welcome to, you know, the kids are always interested in meeting new people and stuff. You know, as long as it's, you know, as long as you're comfortable too, they want to make sure you've got experience with kids.
Oh yeah, Danica likes kids.
I bet she does. That's where she gets her food supply.
Actually, right now Danica's trying not to eat her partner, so you know, baby steps.
Like partner or like
Like ambulance
Partner.
partner.
Okay, cool. Cool. Hey,
She's with him all the
welcome
time.
to
He's like,
welcome to
Casey.
the 21st. You have to ask.
Yeah, like she'll help out with the kids, while the other ones are investigating or whatever, kind of. Play tag or action figures or something with them.
All right.
How's it going? And
They're all a little bit reserved at first, but they tell you that it's nice ever since these guys have started coming around and helping with the playing with them and stuff and taking them on field trips, that sort of thing.
yeah, she's gonna ask like where they go and stuff, and because she's heard about the break-ins and thefts and stuff, she's just curious
Right.
about that. She won't mention the theft. She'll just ask where they've gone and stuff.
Apparently one of the big ones, at least for some of the older boys, was they got taken to the local Harley Davidson museum. They all got like their own Harley Davidson helmet and stuff, but mostly that kind of thing. Get out, see the different museums, parks.
Okay. She'll ask if any of them have like found any weird stuff. Like she'll ask about like the stories of the ghosts and whatever, because kids like ghost stories.
Some of them tell you that we hear stuff moving later at night. Sometimes they hear Mercy talking to somebody, but they assume she's just praying. But none of them go in the.
None of them really know
And
much.
they just call it they just say we don't go in that room.
What room?
Is Danica speaking loud enough to the child, or is the child speaking loud enough to her that Padre can hear?
I'm sure Padre can hear. She's not trying to be like overly quiet about it. She's just kind of like, hey, how's it going? This and
Right.
that.
I just
Like,
wanted to make sure. That said,
With
Padre's
my
going to make his
aspect,
way over.
with my aspect active, am I going to hear that too?
I'm sure
Yeah.
you would.
There's no
I'm
aspect, so
assuming
I'm sure you do.
anyone who's present will hear it.
Okay, well, I'm going to look for a place to hide myself before I poof.
Yeah, Danica's gonna ask him about the room and what do you mean the room?
Padre's going to make his way over to Danica and, very well make his presence known to at least, because they met on the ship before.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, it and long, so.
Yeah, my character wanders over to where the group is forming.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Padre-
Danica's gonna kind of stay on their level while she's playing with him or whatever. And
Yeah. Padres at this point get down into a hunter's stance, or a hunter's crouch, and look at Danica, kind of raise an eyebrow and look at the kid, and he'll again look at Danica and kind of rolling his fingers around one another, as in get this intel.
then, of course, you're gonna see Danica roll her eyes like, no fucking shit. We shouldn't say that.
Padre response.
She's like, I know what I'm doing, dude. She just gives you a look like, I know what I'm doing.
Don't tell me how the game is played.
Yeah, he'll look at the child, and then look at Danica.
And he kind of just says, that he it's kind of odd that it was the one room where the baby slept, and that it's been quiet lately. So they were always told not to play nearby,
Okay.
so they didn't wake the babies before.
She's gonna ask him if he'll show her where it is. She doesn't have to go near it. She's just curious as to where it is. And like, if you tell me, maybe some candy bars or something. She's bribing him with candy. Yep.
There's no way this ends up with the cops called. There's a priest talking to a small boy while someone else tries to bribe him with candy.
Yeah.
Here's my van. It's right over here. The candy's in this van right here.
So to the van, it's an ambulance. Feel like she'll just ask him to show her where the room is, and
He kind of looks at one of the bikers, and the biker just kind of nods and says, just make sure Mercy knows you're in there.
okay.
So he leads you guys up inside into the orphanage, and it's an older building. It looks like at one point it was possibly a boarding house, and it's been converted. So some of the bedrooms have two or three, like two beds or a bunk bed and an extra bed. Obviously it's been filled enough before where they have to put more than one child in a room.
Right.
But he leads you to a door of one specific one, and says, kind of in a whisper, and he goes, "That's the room, but Mother doesn't want to like it if we wake the little ones." And then he turns and runs off down the hall,
Okay.
yelling for Mercy.
He's yelling for mercy. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, John, real quick question. XP cost question. How much is it for a dot of a path you already have of blood magics?
Secondary path?
No, for primary path, secondary dot.
If it's your primary path, it is 7 per dot.
7 per dot.
Right, and
Okay, cool.
And your secondary paths cannot exceed at that level.
Right. Okay, cool. I've got my stuff. I am saving that now. You have access to it, so do your thing.
Danica's she's gonna raise her eyebrow at the kid, but she's gonna open the door quietly.
And it wasn't like a panic thing. It was more just like the excited. There's someone here. I need to tell mom type.
Oh, right, yeah.
Going down the
Okay,
hallway.
yeah. She's still gonna be quiet about opening the door because you mentioned waking the little ones. So.
Right.
Hey, when he does that, I think I'm gonna have Midian shut down his emotional reaction because I don't want any chaos. Midian doesn't want company. That would complicate things.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try Education 1 to shut down his emotional reaction. So what do I roll for that?
Dementation 1, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. That is
Something
charisma,
empathy.
difficulty is humanity, victim's humanity, or path rating. We'll go with just a standard 7. Diff 7.
Okay. And what's my dice roll for that?
Charisma and empathy.
Okay. Oh dear, this is a challenge. Let's see. Mm. Oh boy, I'm gonna burn a willpower. This is a joke. Oh my god, it worked! Oh god, that's a joke. I've got to work up that empathy score. Uh,
So, is there anything in the room?
Yes, and the kid does go quiet, and he kind of just calms down in general.
okay, good.
So the kid goes quiet, and he kind of stops in the hall, and he kind of just looks around, and then calmly, like, walks over to one of the playrooms. In the room before you is a single, um, it's almost too elaborate to even be a crib, but it's made out of wrought iron. Um, Very soft red carpet on the floor, red drapes, real heavy, hung over the windows. Um, Very cozy feeling to this room.
Okay, she's gonna, just kind of take it all in and kind of run her fingers along the crib's rails, and I mean, she can't see ghosts or anything, but
Right.
Yeah, Midian's gonna grow nearish to Marcella because she's the only one that he knows in here. And he's gonna be like, "What are you looking for?"
Marcella, it's Danica.
Oh, is it? My bad.
Danica's
I'm
creeping
all
on the
kinds of
kids'
messed
room.
up. Ah, my bad. Scratch that.
That's fine.
Would
Making
she be
sure.
able to do like an occult roll to see if there's anything like weird in this room?
You could do a perception awareness if you're trying to sense it. You could do a wits and occult to see if something just looks supernaturally out of place.
That sounds like a good idea for Midian. And I also have I also have lore for demonology.
I'll do. We'll do wits occult. It's the same dice in either one, so.
Okay, sorry about that. I was grabbing food. Because I didn't eat. I postponed eating to do this scene. So I
I got 3.
apologize.
It's all good. Welcome back.
What did I miss?
Danica's creeping on the kids' room.
Does she look like she is going to be like opposed to Padre offering assistance with her?
No, I mean, she's just kind of like
Like,
looking around the kids' room, kind of touching the crib, trying to get like a supernatural vibe. There's something weird here because I can't see anything. She's not a
Padre's
ghost.
I'm
going to
doing.
kind of
I'm gonna.
go ahead.
Midian's doing the same thing. He didn't even ask or anything. He just went in there and started looking around. He's just gonna see if he finds anything that looks strange. He does have some demonology underneath for his lore. So here comes my roll.
Yeah, Padre's going to look at Danica and kind of walk up and tap her on the shoulder.
Oh,
Look over at him.
My 10, by the way. I have clever.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what? What do you want? I'm right here. What do you want? People calling me for nothing. Okay.
So yeah, he will look at Danica, and if Danica now like is eye to eye with him, he'll look at her and go, "You look lost. Would you like help?"
Sure. I can't see ghosts, so I don't know what the fuck I'm looking for.
Okay.
She's just like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he will at this point look at Danica and then look them back to Danica. Do we have the name of the child in question?
I don't have a name. All I heard was rumors and shit. So, I mean, you could ask Mercy, I'm sure. Because Mercy's talking to
Mercy
some
and I
dude.
are on good terms. Okay.
Yeah, ask Mercy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Padre will smile. He will thank Danica, and he will exit stage left and go find out from Mercy who the hell died in that room. This something tells me that my whole process of what I'm about to do is going to end horribly bad for me.
So what of my occult, my perception occult roll, John? I also have clever, so that should explode my 10.
No. Alrighty. Padre knows all the things.
Padre knows all the things?
Yes. With a roll like that, he does.
That's not my role.
Oh.
But
That's mine. That's me. That was my what's occult roll for saying that Danica's groping in.
For some reason, I was thinking it was the next sheet over.
Yeah, Danica only got like a 3 on her what's it called.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still 3, but...
Which is still enough to, 3 would still be enough to know that there's some sort of supernatural occurrences happening here. The, whatever, 7 that is, right there.
Yeah.
Will, tell you that there was, ritual sacrifice done in here. Ritual bindings. And that this is also a place where spirits can more easily breach through to the other side.
Oh, is this
It
like a
says,
nexus or
wow.
something?
It says, wow, there's some major juju here. The veil is thin. There are bindings, human sacrifices going on in here. This is not a nice place at all.
Oh God, please tell me you're coming after Padre with this.
He's gone. You snooze, you lose, mofo.
Danica's just kind of looking at you like, what the fuck?
He's pointing out runes on the floor and talking to you about arrays and other esoteric agendas. I've got 4 occult. I've got a rank 4 in occult, so he can talk about it.
And because of his psychosis.
And because of my psychosis,
Too,
he
so is there a way to
See-
like reverse this shit?
well, what can be done can be undone, but don't look at me for how.
Oh, you're helpful. Do you think we could just like smudge out the runes and she kind of try to like do it with her foot? Scrape it with a key or something? Like, how the fuck do you break it?
Perhaps disturbing the ritual area might screw something, but and perhaps, I mean, we can, I don't know, try
I
something.
mean, I don't do thaumaturgy shit, so she's scratching at some runes, which is probably going to be a bad idea.
Alright, so, what can I roll to conceive an idea of how to screw this area over? What should I roll? Because I do have thaumaturgy, so I have high occult rankings and high wits with
what
cleverness. So I should be able to figure out how to
is
screw the
Midian
room
in the
over
chantry?
so it can't be twisted apart.
Oh, that's at the.
Huh?
Is Midian a Tremere? Is Midian a Tremere?
No, but he's not. But he's close friends with the Tremere.
Everybody's friends
Wait,
with
what?
Tremere.
You broke up
Fuck
half
Tremere.
the fierce.
Yeah, he has the clan friend Merit or whatever with the Tremere.
Awesome.
So.
So I want to. What can I
Awesome.
roll to conceive of an idea of how to change this room?
That could be intelligence occult or.
Can I, when all is said and done, John, and I get to Mercy, I'm going to ask her, like, I'm going to take her aside and who died in that room that may be able to give me good information. If I could talk to him. I'm not telling her that I have necro, but, you know.
All right, here comes my intelligence occult roll. I will burn a willpower point.
Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah?
Alrighty. You definitely come up with a couple different options. Some obviously more pleasant than others. Obviously, destroying the symbols that are anchoring some of that magic would help.
Kind of like what Danica's doing.
Right. However, he would recognize that there are certain ones that, if they were disrupted, could cause backlash of one form or
Okay.
another.
Well, I'm sure Danica's
Like
gotten a
what?
couple, so I don't know if you want to high-low that shit, but Danica doesn't know the difference. He's like, I'm gonna scratch these out.
All right. Well, he's gonna be whispering into her ear and telling her just how to perfectly blaspheme the items and putrefy them from a left-handed standpoint.
Right.
Okay, she'll do her best. I mean, she's got a knife she can work with, and some keys, and the room might not look so pretty anymore.
Well, are able to at least avoid the trigger, so to speak.
Hey, Crib Girl, do you like breaking things? What do you say?
Depends on what we're breaking.
The crib, of course.
Okay.
Do it.
It's one of the things that has to go
Um,
ahead. She'll give
Dante
it
will
a.
head back after he until.
She'll kind of give the crib a kick to see just how
Okay,
sturdy it is.
it's pretty solid. It's like a wrought iron.
Okay.
Oh.
Would it be
Tall
something a
order. I
potence needs to be
understand.
done, or what?
You could probably at least, kind of bust it up. If you want to like tear it to pieces, you need potents. But if you just want to smash it up,
She just wants to kind of break it a little bit.
right? That you could do on your own. Just roll a strength
John,
athletics.
Strength
just
athletics.
strength athletics is what he said.
Yeah.
John, just real quick, yes or no? Do I have a name of said individual?
Oh, that's
Like,
an
does
ominous
he need
sign.
a
I got
name
all
on this?
sixes.
No.
Okay. Oh
Awesome.
God, yeah, that's Sarah. Go away! You're scaring the hell out of me. Okay, since Mercy doesn't give me a name, and I look to, as far as I'm aware, like brand new people who don't know crap about magic, I'm gonna head back out of the room, and what do I walk in to see?
Well,
The room is
they're
being.
go
They're
ahead.
tearing this room apart. Um.
It's not the same as when you left, Padre.
Okay. Yeah. No. Padre is going to walk in, look around, close the door, turn around and look at them and go, "What the hell in God's name, in everything that is holy, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph."
Vivian laughs. Ironically, because of all of those reasons.
Padre will immediately take out from under his stuff. He will take out a kit. And who's got the cat? Jesus.
Me, my cat's terrible. That's
Pet
Aaron.
your cat,
Danica
Sarah.
just
Pet
points
your
to the
cat.
runes and
It's
stuff on the
yelling.
floors.
No, that's my cat, not Sarah's cat. Sarah
Yeah.
doesn't have
Oh,
a
Holly,
cat.
pet your pussy.
Okay.
Damn. Come on. So, so he's gonna look at the two of you and go, "Stop! Whatever you do, stop and let me do a thing. What are you doing?" And he looks from
Danica just
Danica
points
and
at the
looks to the other
floor.
person. Yeah, he looks at Midian because he doesn't recognize Midian like actively. And he looks at him and goes, "What are you doing?"
I am a room where human sacrifice has been done, where the veil has been rendered thin, so
Okay.
spirits may pass. This
And
this
he
room has.
holds up hands.
I'm,
Okay. Hold on. You know Necro.
no.
Okay, cool. And he looks at him. You know thaumaturgy?
Yes.
I'm assuming you know. Okay, cool. You know thaumaturgy. What path do you know so I know what I need to do?
Blood and bio.
Okay, cool. So, I am going to roll. What is the thumb roll? Intelligence occult?
Uh,
For my path of thumb, John?
it is.
I'm going to spend a willpower on this as
Number
well.
of dice indicated by your path rating. Difficulty equals the difficulty of the power in use.
Okay, cool. I'm going to spend a willpower for an auto success on this.
Okay.
And is the thing in use rating 4?
Let's go with diff 6.
Fuck. Okay, 1 success. 1 success. So Midian sees something he's probably more. Has Midian ever seen thaumaturgical counter magic in use?
What now?
Has Midian ever seen thaumaturgical counter magic in use?
He knows about it, but he's never seen it being used.
Wah, wah, wah. Now you can successfully say you've seen it. John, 1 success
Great.
on counterweave.
You have a single dot in that path, correct?
I have a single dot, yeah.
Then you should be rolling 2 dice.
Oh,
It's
cool.
actually
The number of dice.
It's 2 dice per dot.
Oh, 2 per dot. Okay, cool.
They had
The
it laid out.
power is 1 success. Roll for that. And where the hell is my second die? Okay. You guys saw. So 2 successes.
Okay. So that does
Dubs.
begin to break down the.
So yeah. Just walks in and
You-
wooja wooja wooja.
All right. So what do I roll to feel the magic being unweaved? Is that going to be another perception awareness?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Let
Does
me double
Danica
check
need to
here.
do that too, or is it just a thumb thing?
You could. I mean, it's.
I was gonna ask, can
magical
Danica
energy being
Really
affected.
feel she doesn't have
She could still feel the magical energy being affected.
Mm.
Still supernatural power. She wouldn't know what the hell's going on, but
I only got
Fair
1
enough.
success, so something's
One's good for
I couldn't find my ass with both
Okay, cool.
hands. What
So,
the hell are you
yeah.
doing?
He looks he looks over while he's doing it, moves a hand to his mouth in a silent motion, and goes back to doing it. Whenever he's done with that, he's going to then look around. Okay, now where this entire room was the second. Oh, okay, cool. And he's going to again hunter crouch, and I am going to roll for another thing I've got. Father is nifty tonight.
correct me if I'm wrong, Padre. You said you closed the door when you came in, correct?
Yes. Padre did close the door before he started like doing magic shit and starting these people on what the hell they were doing.
Well, Marcella's probably gonna finally get to the orphanage.
About damn time, woman.
I have reasons.
You always have reasons.
um,
Um,
she's clearly on a mission.
John,
courtesy
what
of
is
this
my roll
kid.
for .1 Spiritus?
1 second here. I always forget you have that one.
Manipulation.
Manipulation
of
called diff 6.
Yep. Cool. Cool. I'm going to spend willpower on this too. 3 successes. What I want to do is I'm looking for a specific piece of information. Because I'm using the alternate thing because I'm not playing a combat character. The thing. What I want to do is find the mage who died. I want to hear their name from when it was used here or in this room.
And what object were you using?
The floor. The floor is the room.
Gotcha.
So basically, unless the floor has been changed since the mage died, my theory on why I did, if the floor hasn't been changed, then this floor knows what happened. And the father will start talking to the floor again.
Danica's just leaning against the crib watching all this.
Has Danica ever heard Anakian before?
I need everyone
Not that I know
in
of.
the room to make a Dex athletics.
Oh, he's using
Ooh.
telemetry.
Okay.
Audrey, you don't get to make a Dex athletics.
Oh, wonderful. That sucks.
I got 1 success.
Padre is fucking up all the shit tonight, apparently. Or pissing off all the spirits. One of the two.
Oh, I need a book I didn't anticipate having to need tonight.
Why am I think something from Demon the Fallen is coming?
Uh-oh.
What have you done?
Because
No.
I know... Hey, Holly.
Hmm?
I need a suggestion for a level 1 and a level 2 necromancy.
Oh, well, hold on 1 second. If I can get that.
Like, something that deals with spirits. Because I went Sepulchre primary.
There's all the rituals that you can imagine right there.
Except for all the ones
Great.
I have that haven't made it on there.
Yeah, well, obviously we know which ones those are.
Right. Did Midian make a Dex athletics?
Oh, shoot, I didn't know I was supposed to. I apologize.
That's fine.
Just a second. Let's see. Oh boy, oh joy.
Okay. So,
Looks like one sucks. Maybe.
Yep. That's all
Cool.
you guys needed. You guys are able to get out of the way. As you notice that the red carpet that had black swirls in it, and those black swirls have begun to kind of twist and form a hole or a gateway.
Oh, God.
A hand reaches out of that gateway and takes hold of your hand, Padre.
Is it trying to pull me?
Actually, it's pulling, but you're not sure if it's trying to pull you in or pull itself out. It looks
Cool.
like a human.
I think... Okay, what I'm trying to determine is if something that should not be on this plane of existence is...
You kind of broke up a little bit there. Something.
tell you what. Here's a very easy thing. Um, so activates true faith.
Okay.
The hand is it do anything or
It does not seem to do anything to it.
Danica's gonna take a step closer
Okay.
and ask him if he needs help. Not that she knows what the fuck is going on, but do you need help?
Can I roll intelligence? What the hell is going on? Because I as a player am thoroughly lost.
I will. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try and pull something out that will hopefully clear some things up too. Because, yay, I have notes. Doesn't happen often, but
Oh. You guys are causing chaos inside, I'm assuming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in the little nursery room with the ritual thing.
Well, you brought madness alongside, so there's going to be some disorder and some destruction.
this woman actually has you by the hand and is pulling herself out of a hole in the floor.
Does not look good. That does not look good at all. Um yeah, one. Common sense. Common sense merited as my friend.
Hello, honey. Somebody give me her number.
Yeah, something tells me this is not going to if I let her come here. So,
Evil Dead style.
um
Chop her in
that's
half with your hand chainsaw, dude.
really kind of what I'm looking at. Hey John,
Yep.
um spend a blood and make a simple never extended manipulation plus occult roll diff 7. Again, because damn. Um, 2, 3, 4, 4 successes on this. Um,
Nice.
I have created now 4 tentacles. Each tentacle is 6 feet, 2 meters long, and possesses strength and dexterity. Mine. I am now going to spend. I am going to PM you the amount I'm spending.
You could just let Danica cut off your hand. She can grow it back for
Good.
you. Be the easiest way to go.
He's got a scalpel.
I just PM'd you on Facebook. I am
Yep.
doing blood for that action. So they're effectively rolling with 6 on both those attributes. If I remember my numbers correct. No. Dex they are rolling with 7. Strength they are rolling with 6.
Okay.
Equal to obtenebration traits. So they're both rolling with 7. So yeah, they are going to start wailing on this woman and like grabbing her and forcing her back in. At which point, pop into Danica and kind of like wide-eyed help.
And this would be where Danica pulls out her knife.
Yeah, Midian will pull out like two scalpels. He's got them sticking out from between his knuckles.
Padre's going to start yelling for mercy as well. Because she's something and he could use her help right now.
Yeah, Danica's gonna get close, and I don't know if we're going into combat rounds or anything, but she'll try to cut off your wrist. 'Cause that's what friends
Unrelenting?
do.
That is what friends do, especially in this case.
And Midian's going to be helping Danica to that measure as well, with his scalpels.
Padre has found two of his new favorite kindred in the city.
All right. Let's see. So you're just trying to force her down back through that gate, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And Danica's cutting off his hand. That's
Yep.
attached to her. So.
And Midian's
Midian
helping.
and Danica are like removing the limb that she's holding on to.
Oh, Danica's gonna be nice and try to dull the pain for you, if you want.
Well, the blades are scapular are very sharp and meant to cut the flesh, so it won't be too bad.
Yeah, I got 3 successes to give you an anesthetic touch.
What am I
Padre
rolling?
ain't worried about the pain.
Yeah, well, she's nice.
Oh, you have... Wait. Yeah. Yeah. That's...
Low battery.
Who's got a low battery?
So you ignore all wound penalties
My
for
About being out of
turn
power.
anyway. So.
I'll plug my speaker in, so we'll not bitch about that anymore.
I have officially love Danica, and Padre knows what she is.
I'm sure.
All right, so what
She wants
do I
him to
roll to
focus
do this?
on getting the thing back into the hole and not on the pain she's inflicting.
And Midian, of course, is trying to be as efficient as possible. He does have some medical knowledge, so he should be able to pull it off. So, what do I roll for this?
Right. Danica's not worried about being pretty. She's just hacking away like, fuck this shit, get back in the hole. She's not being careful.
Where the hell you die?
Yeah, that's pretty much where Padre is. He's like, no.
Is our Native American friend still waiting outside?
I'm here.
So,
Yeah, he. I don't know. I guess he didn't come in. He's out there. Maybe he wandered off.
Well, his spirit mentor would be urging him in
Oh, okay.
greatly at this point.
All right. He goes inside then and looks around and well, the door's closed, right? But he could hear the commotion.
I assume at this point he could hear some commotion, yes.
All right. He opens the door.
So he would open the door and he would see the Catholic father and this woman in a rather provocative outfit, and she appears to be trying to climb out of a hole in the floor. And he and some black tentacles are trying to force her back in,
And
Well, the other
Danica
two
and
vampires are
Gideon
cutting
are
off
cutting off his hand.
his hand.
Yeah, it's one of the
And a
worst scenes.
woman walks through the front door with a baby.
All right,
Nice.
yeah, I wouldn't know who to help at this point. I guess I just
Welcome to World of Darkness.
let's see. Let me look at. I just watch calmly, as calmly as possible.
All right. So, what am I rolling to do this?
I'm gonna assume straight.
All right.
Strength. You don't need to roll to hit at this point, just a strength.
Okay. So I'm gonna use. I'll go ahead and pump it up with my blood points, and I think I can spend 2. How many strength points is that going to give me per blood point?
It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Hmm.
Are you sure I can't do this with medicine? Because I am using my medical expertise to do it. I can't do it with medicine?
I would allow you to, but there's someone interfering by using a combat knife.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
If it were just you, you'd be using more surgical precision, but this is kind of more of a hack job, literally.
Yeah, Danica's doing it quick and dirty. She's not caring about how pretty and clean it is, because she can heal it later.
I'm gonna roll something real quick because this chick has not done anything aggressive outside of not let me go. I'm gonna roll 5 dice. And rolling them 5 dice. Oh motherfucker. Okay. I'm okay, here's my question. Has anyone here seen the TV show TV from years ago?
What was it?
Has anyone here seen the show Mad TV from like 10?
Oh God,
Yeah,
forever
yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I've seen
Okay,
it.
so essentially Padre just Stewart slapped it because I failed. So he's like, "Oh, stop! I don't want to do it."
Okay. If she's walking
Can I
into the
see
building,
Marcella?
can I roll a perception alertness to hear things going
I
on
will
in
point
here?
out, John. I will point out, John, that Padre is yelling from like at the top of his lungs.
I can't imagine why.
Because get the crazed mage in here to deal with this, because this is not what Padre signed up for. Get the crazed mage who is giving the Padre Sunday lessons. Or at least that's what Padre has always assumed, is that she's the mage.
Oh God.
Mercy's a mage, yeah.
Okay, cool. So Padre is
Okay,
in
so she has 4 successes
Okay.
to pick up motion, or she's listening.
Yeah,
in
she
here
would
in the
hear the
building.
commotion.
Oh,
Is
you hear a familiar voice yelling for help.
is Mercy
that's not
still
Mercy.
in the building?
Yeah, she actually comes to the door as you walk in.
What? is going on in here?
The fuck do you think it looks like?
Maybe
Padre looks back. Get this creature of Lucifer away from me.
And she is going to look at the creature and smile at it and drop a
Wait,
gnosis.
who is this?
She's going to
is
offer
this
this
that lady
thing
that I
a
met before?
permanent gnosis.
Kovu. Hush.
Then which should pretty much make this thing stronger, for the record. I said, what the fuck is going on in here?
And
there is a lot of very bad juju happening in this room.
Is this
Sacrifice the veil of the center. Spirits
this
are
Archer
beginning to
or
feel.
Athena, or her name is?
Her name was, oh god, it's in the rumor thread.
Artemis.
Nope.
Oh, that's not
You
Marcella.
have not-
It's not the same werewolf I met before?
This is not the same werewolf you met before.
Okay, wonderful.
Is it? I mean, she is, don't get me wrong.
In the bar?
No, you did not meet this one. Artemis was the one you met in the bar.
Okay.
though.
Yeah,
Not-
that's what I was asking.
This is
John, I'm willpower and rolling.
what's that?
I am spending a willpower and rolling this.
Okay.
My diff is the creature's self-control or instinct plus 4. I am trying to use sense the sense thing.
Okay. On which one? On who?
On holding me. I'm not worried about the other thing yet.
You're going
I'm
to
not
use
worried
it on
about
the thing holding you.
Yes. I am not worried about the thing that just gave it a permanent gnosis yet. I will be here in like 0.5 seconds. But the thing holding me. So what is my diff on this?
It's what? Self-control or...
Instinct plus 4.
Oh boy. Let's go with a 7.
7. Okay. I have 3 successes. 3 successes does... 1 success might determine a low virtue, weak willpower, or poorly
Okay.
defended avenue. 2 might yield a closely guarded secret or conversational misstep. 3 or more yields a central derangement or formative trauma from it.
You guys are gonna love this, ha ha. ha.
Holly, by the way, True Faith is active right now.
Doesn't phase her. Doesn't phase
Probably
her.
not, but
Oh, isn't that gonna mess with Midian and Donica? I don't have that.
She's going to look at the spirit and say, "Release him."
She would let Padre go.
okay, cool. Padre is getting
Put your toys away.
back, lining up. Perception awareness. What is my def for perception awareness on this to see if the either MP Holly is playing if it has magics going off?
Not, not really. I mean, other than, I mean, depending on your diff, you might know that she's a wolf
Yeah.
or a shifter, but
Well, he threw a 10, so he would at least pick up that.
Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Joy. Oh, I'm fucked. Okay, this is gonna be cool.
and I am going to use a gift, but it's going to be on the spirit. It is, God, where did it go?
Out of curiosity, is this an NPC or PC?
Yeah.
It is, She's dropped a permanent gnosis to it. She's hoping that's enough for it to work with her, but the gift is Bane Protector. It basically forms an alliance between herself and the spirit.
Okay.
Oh, goddamn.
Okay.
Okay. I am. Padre wants 9 kinds of out of this shit now. Or Will wants 9 kinds out of this shit.
Okay,
Like,
so
I know
roll
what that's
7
about.
dice to activate this gift. 1,
Oh
2,
my god.
3, 4, technically. Okay. So hey, guess what? 1 success forms an alliance for a scene, 3 form a pack for an hour, 5 for a whole day. So she's kind of in the mid bits there.
6 hours or something.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I don't know that went off, so fine.
No, nobody
Padres
does.
at this point.
Mercy would take the child from the baby.
There was a baby?
Yeah, she walked in with a child.
Oh.
And she is
Like-
now handing it to the director.
Are the damn thing to take this thing down and shove it back into the hole?
She says, I apologize. We may be incurring some more damages that need to be fixed. She's looking at Mercy when she says that. Now, she's literally looking at all of you. What are you doing in my orphanage?
Padre will look at her. Your orphanage?
That's right.
Forgive me. Perhaps introductions are in order.
And who are you?
My name is Cardinal Dante Santiago Vasquez III.
It's a good thing that I actually... Holly, oh my god, made NPC. Can't remember name. But thankfully, I have it on the group page here, so, it won't be that hard to pull up. I didn't even write it on the sheet. I have a guru name.
I will
She's
be
not
right
going to
back.
use
Grab
that.
my vape. Right. Be right back, though.
All right. Yeah.
Two severed hands just kind of flopping on the floor.
There's a severed hand just flopping on the floor.
Yeah.
She's going to pick it up.
That's
And
great.
she looks very unfazed by it, and she just looks at it and looks at you all like, really? Really?
Okay, I'm.
Mercy comes with a tissue bag and says she can take care of it.
So
She
yeah,
drops the
what's
hand in a
what's the deal with
bag.
the creature and the tentacles?
Your severed hand is now in a bag. Apparently.
I meant the tentacles and the thing coming out of the.
On the floor.
Just standing there
Yeah. It's not
because
moving either direction.
she told it to stop and to release you.
The tentacles aren't taking it back down to hell.
Should have been.
Right. She's resisting them.
Ah, dude, those things are rolling at strength and Dex 7. Holy shit.
Well, the werewolf
Okay,
gave it a gnosis, so.
Yeah.
but they were rolling at strength and Dex 7 before that. That's why I'm like, holy fuck. Okay.
Okay. Her name, and you actually did respond to the initial post on it, Will, if I recall, was Thana Loris, was her mortal name. And that is the
Okay,
name
cool.
she gives.
Mm,
She was the one that was doing the fundraising work for the orphanage.
oh, okay, cool.
With the
Yeah.
carnival and stuff.
Dante will actually at this point, because he's causing himself to bleed. When humor allows me to do that without. Okay, cool. He is taking off his jacket and wrapping it around his arm, tourniqueting the hand, or the stump, as it were. Because he doesn't know she's anything other than human.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has thoughts, but no assurance.
Yeah, Danica's making
Yeah.
no move to heal him or anything. She's.
Yeah, I was gonna say she hasn't done too much to say anything else other than it's not like you guys knew she was dropping a gnosis to it or empowering it to work with her. She just told it to stop and it stopped.
Yeah, True Faith is retracting at this point. Here's in this room. Yeah, Padre's going to look at her and go, okay. So what we have here is a failure to communicate. So I'm here. What's going on? Because it is in the interest of the church to figure out what happened exactly.
What happened exactly?
So yeah, I mean, not. Well, first off, why is there a woman coming out of the floor?
A woman, more like a spirit. You can see it. God.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's a spirit that's manifested. Lucky you!
Padre's going to look at the spirit and speak in Enochian. What is your name?
Looking at the spirit.
Yeah.
She just kind of glances at the spirit.
The spirit looks at you. Padre, it doesn't speak Enochian.
It doesn't speak Enochian? Okay, cool.
She chuckles and she's like, "Let me try," and she repeats the question to it in a spirit speech.
Which Padre already had his spirit stuff going off, so he understands. Wonderful. Great. Okay, cool.
The Guru version here. Given that.
But it would respond to the woman,
Insert random name here.
very much.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Okay.
Says a stranger. He looks young. He looks about 30, the oldest. But his eyes seem old and very dark. He's got kind of messy, medium-length dark hair. Wears a black trench coat. He's lean. He says, I came here because I wanted to learn more about what happened to the kids.
Oh,
He's talking to, the woman that just entered, right.
well,
We,
most of them are adopted.
I'm talking about the dead kids.
Well, generally when a person dies, they are sent off to the ME's office if it's of unnatural causes or unknown. And then they are sent off to be buried, and that happens. She's very, very sarcastic.
oh God.
You don't sound very concerned.
Well, I've been in this industry for a very long time, and I have unfortunately seen my share of young children go.
He nods his head,
Padre,
understanding.
Most of them don't die like those ones did, though, do they?
Padre looks at her.
What do you mean?
What affiliation with the church are you?
They were left with their insides on the outside, and there was a big mess. That's what happened.
My, I've been gone so long. She just
Well,
looks
that's what we're
around.
here about. You see, that's what we're here for. Because we were led into this room, and when I looked around, I found symbols of ritual human sacrifice and all other kinds of horrible bad juju, like binding rituals and things that let the spirit realm go really thin. So I decided that we should probably desecrate the area. Because this is not a good place, is it?
Oh boy. That's all Padre
This is
says
a
in
lovely
response to that.
place.
He kind of like puts his one hand that he still has on Danica's shoulder and kind of like starts moving her back away from the woman and and Captain Commando over there.
Okay.
Just kind of moved by his side, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but okay.
Yeah, lean in to Danica. I don't think we need to be here much longer.
This gentleman strolls around the corner
Alright.
carrying a manila folder. Um,
Is he
and
breathing?
Oh, fuck me hard.
he stops and he looks. Starts to hand it to Mercy, and then he says, he turns to the other woman. And he says, "And this must be the lady we were waiting for to finalize this paperwork."
Indeed. And you are? She reaches her hand out.
He very politely takes her hand and kind of bows over it. And he says, "I'm Sir Arthur Drake."
Pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm glad that we could help you.
Okay, while those two were talking and distracted with each other, Midian's looking for a place to, like, hide himself for a second.
Can I
And
roll?
I want to activate this garage, and I'm going to use
Can I-
Chameleon in order to try to, while they're occupying one another.
Can I roll
So-
Camlore and intelligence to figure out what it is?
He'd be new enough to the city. Yeah, he hasn't announced himself publicly. So you probably wouldn't know who he's. Ooh, wait, actually, well, let me hit you with a Facebook.
Right. Did I even spot a place with that roll? No. Damn it. Fuck you, Wands. I'm like trying to wheel him away over here, and the dice are like, now, fuck you. Stand on, fucker.
Hey, John, what is my diff on that?
It would be standard.
3 successes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Did he sit on court? Okay. Um, yeah. At that point, then I'm gonna actually leave Danny where she's at and step forward again.
Okay.
And be kind of offered the one good hand at Mr. Drake.
He nods deferentially, and he says, just, you know, kind of looks at you and just, good evening, sir. And he makes it clear he's familiar with
I
you,
do
but
have
he's
that one.
not sure what title. You know, he's like, all right, what's our protocol going to be here? How do you want to play this?
All right, I have a question. Would my character know about these bikers? Like, what kind of reputation do they have? Besides, helping out at the orphanage, is that something they would normally do, or are they more shady?
They are actually, a number of them are um, natives of the area as well, and that they tend to they keep their head down, but they always seem to be try to be helping out.
Right. Hmm.
Nothing real major, but they try and do the little things for the community. And they've helped out some of the community, the Native American community as well.
Okay. Hmm.
Will, can you hear me now?
I hear fine.
I believe
Yeah,
Will's lost audio.
to do with it.
So why was the spirit summoned? I asked.
I do not know. She looks to the
Well,
spirit. Who summoned you?
The spirit kind of gestures or looks at the gate, and she said,
Okay,
the gate reopened, so I sought to return.
now we can hear. Okay. Real quick catch up. What did I miss?
My character just asked why the spirit was summoned, and that's all you missed.
Gotcha.
Right. And it said that the gate was reopened, so she came back through. And then the Thana here asked who opened the gate.
Padre will look around and go, I didn't open any sort of gate that I was aware of.
Just because you're not aware of it, it doesn't mean you didn't do it.
This is true.
And she is going to peek into the Umbra here.
Okay.
Drop a gnosis. Make it easy.
Um, on the Umbral side, you would see that the Umbra is kind of warped. It's been bent to open so that this gate doesn't open just to the Umbra on the other side, but opens somewhere else.
Okay. Spirits, I'm guessing, are more. I'm guessing I know what kind of spirits are over there. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Is it okay? And she's going to look around and she's going to be like, "Pardon me for a moment." And she's going to slip out of the room and pull out a makeup mirror from her pocket and slip into the Umbra. She's going to go talk to the spirits on the other side and ask if they saw who opened the gate.
The spirits on the other side will inform you that this gate had been established some time ago, but had been previously sealed by a will worker, and that these dead ones had broken that seal.
All of them are one or two.
They all seem to participate to various degrees, but they gesture to or kind of direct you to Padre that he was the one that truly shattered it.
Excellent. Okay. She will
Well,
step back in from the other side, and after a few moments, you guys do what you guys are going to do while she's gone, but maybe a few minutes until she returns.
while Padre while she's gone, Padre's going to kind of go and be like, we really should get the hell out of here now. People here who can handle. We need to go.
You cut out. What'd you say?
Padre's like, people are here who can. We need to go, like now. This is not going to end well.
Very well. Oh, very well.
Yeah,
I
Danica's
put up
on
my
board.
charges. Good
She'll
job.
clean her knife off with a quick and dirty cloth and put it back in her hidden holster.
My character nods and he goes right to
Yeah.
the door to get out of there.
Yeah, Padre's heading out.
Same.
He's going to stop by
Oh.
Mercy and be like,
So soon.
Uh-oh.
he'll kind of smile and turn. Ha! Hi. People who are more capable of handling this situation than I are present. So assistance on it is no longer needed.
Thank you for your help, Father. The woman just smiles at you and extends her hand to shake it.
He'll shake the hand. I tried.
You've done your part. Thank you.
You're welcome. He has a really good look on his face.
Enjoy your
Yeah, much
evening.
Yeah. And he'll go to Mercy.
When you leave the
Yeah.
place, Spawn is riding by on a bike.
Okay. Okay, Father's gonna try and get Uncle Istvan, or try and get his attention.
Yeah, he'll pull up. He'll get off the bike and give the Padre a hug.
He'll hug Uncle Istvan back. There's an issue inside, and we need your help.
See Danica kind of chuckling.
Oh, hey, what,
Padre's missing a hand, by the way.
Yeah, Padre's left hand is gone from about here down.
So,
So, like,
Midian will step up to Padre and say that he'll see about mending that, and he apologizes. The time, I'll take care of that for you.
yep.
what
Yeah.
do we need to do?
We needs to figure out how to deal with a particularly nasty spirit.
Oh, you need to talk to the spirit? Okay, so you just need to speak to spirits?
No, we need to banish said spirit. That we need to do.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so I guess it's...
Plus there's a lady in there who commands this thing, so I'll let you go do.
Okay, I guess so. John.
Up.
You need to roll me 10 dice.
Standard diff.
Yeah.
4 successes.
10's explode if that matter.
5 successes.
Okay. Gives me perfect clarity active, so then roll me 12 dice. This this one's only diff 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes.
Okay. Well, actually, this game does simple successes, so that 10 still gives me a success.
But you also rolled with that 10.
Yeah, in this game they do simple successes with 10s, so your 10 auto counts for 2, and the 1 just cancels one of those successes.
Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I will drop to
Yeah.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'll be a 4th gen for 4 hours.
Boom. Okay, so why is this being activated?
Because Padre said you needed help, and this spawn's a helpful guy.
Oh,
Uncle
well, that's cool.
Eastfun likes Padre. At least Padre thinks Uncle Eastfun likes him. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna go into the room. Or into the place.
Yeah, Padre will follow Uncle Eastfun on this one because he's seen Uncle Eastfun be like 9 kinds of crazy. So he's like, let him do the heavy lifting.
He'll smear blood on his little statue around his neck. Is there anybody in the house? It was like, hello? Hello?
And wrong picture. A young woman, dressed simply, comes up and she says, "Good evening, sir. What can I do for you?"
This man is very worried about the things that do's in his house. Why is he so worried? I point to the padre.
Is it Mercy?
Yeah.
Okay, Padre will look at Mercy and go, thing that came out of the floor.
And Mercy says, "And not all things are as they seem or as they appear."
Okay.
She says, "Of course, a author with a fanciful imagination told us that all the holy spirits have halos and white robes and wings.
Oh,
But
those spirits are not the same spirits that we are talking about. There are many different spirits.
yes, but once a
Thana has turned back into the room you guys just left.
wouldn't a helpful spirit, by definition, be an angel?"
Oh, yes. My side has told me of things of this. The winged ones are from a realm called the ethereal realm.
Okay. Padre will look at Mercy and kind of like raise. Mercy, I'm telling you now, that thing is not an angel.
Anything that requires human sacrifice is probably not safe, especially when you're dealing with young children. Do you understand the symbology of sacrificing a child? This is not a nice thing.
Padre will look
looks
at
you and goes, "What are you
Gideon and sigh.
talking about sacrificing small children? Number one. And number two, didn't Abraham offer up his child to God?"
Yes,
Will
but
kind of just
why? Why was he prevented?
Yeah, Dante will look at Mercy. The thing has an insatiable hunger.
She says, but there were no children sacrificed.
Not this time. You wrote about the children with all their insides on the outside.
This is quite unpleasant.
She says there was a monster in here, it's true, but it is not here now.
Where did it go?
Padre will kind of peek his head around the door to see if the thing is still in that room.
The thing is still probably in that room talking to Thana. She's speaking to it quietly.
Okay. Back to Mercy. Okay, we may be searching on two different monsters then.
She looks at the Padre and she says, the only monsters I know of are the men that came here and they killed a child before one of them opened his own stomach on my floor.
Yes, you should get better luck. That is disgusting and very messed up.
Fortunately,
Okay,
the
Padre's taking out a
died.
phone. Padre's taking out a phone and texting two different people.
Okay.
One is an NPC, and John, you can be like, I text back with I can't get there. But the other is texting Marcella and Friar Armentini.
Okay.
And he is texting them both going, there, Juju at the orphanage, I really could use a hand. Because the woman who apparently owns the orphanage is the creeps and controlling a thing of insatiable hunger and that it has no conscience. I would damn
You'll
near
get a
liken
message
it to
back
a
from
demon.
Marcella saying that, well, I'm already looking into the orphanage bit on my own. I'm talking to someone gaining information. That's all you'll get back.
And
He'll respond.
Armentini would respond with, hunger and no conscience? Have you met some of our elders? It's not that far outside the norm. It's
It's what I'll walk past this chick into this room where people are talking in hushed tones.
It's not really that hushed. It's just so that way this thing isn't in there by itself. You basically hear her trying to convince the spirit to go back from where it came from to an extent. She's trying to convince it to go back elsewhere.
Apparently, my network connection had an issue for a second. What's Armentini?
I'm hearing lulled at you pretty much.
Okay.
I'll send you a side message for it so we can keep moving.
Okay, so is the spirit manifested or not?
It currently is, but it's in the process of what looks to you like leaving through a hole in the floor.
Okay, what is the manifestation of the spirit? Is this umbral or shadowlands in nature?
No, it's an umbral spirit.
Oh, okay. What kind?
Oh, excuse me.
What is the nature of the spirit? What kind is it?
Perception awareness.
Sure, I'm down with that.
8 dice.
Diff 4.
1 success.
All right. Cool. So is there something obscuring its nature, or what?
Um, not really. It's just kind of vague. It's an not really a easily defined spirit. It's somewhat childlike. It's also got some maternal elements to it. Almost a like a hunter guardian type spirit.
Hmm. I didn't understand why is spirit bad for the orphanage if it's protecting and hunting.
Mercy says this one is not. This is the one that has been helping us since the other monster.
Padre Mercy, then why did it grab me and yeah.
It was trying to get out. Another one like me had come and had trapped her on the other side. That was the human sacrifice. He sacrificed himself to keep her trapped.
Oh, this one will tell the spirit that it is everything is safe now that he is here and it can go back.
And it'll withdraw to the other side.
Okay, so at this point, Padre will make his way back into the room
Okay.
and make his way over to Talia al Ghul over there.
Yes, everything seems fine here, Padre. I do not know why you were so upset.
He'll look at Uncle Usman. I think I just got a little startled based on circumstances.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, he'll look at Talia al Ghul, or Thala, that chick. Holly, your NPC.
What? What about my
And
NPC?
he'll look at her. Yeah, Padre's making his way in to speak with her.
Back so soon? Did you
Um,
miss me?
Hey, first,
No, I
quick
wanted to
second.
talk.
When Padre goes, before Padre goes in, Minion's going to ask him to try to get that arm. It'll make things a lot easier.
Huh?
Before Padre goes in, Minion's going to ask him to try to get his hand back. It's going to make the surgery a lot easier.
Oh, yeah, whoever's got Padre's hand, if Padre has it, he's going to give it to Midian.
No, it was given to
Mercy has it.
Mercy.
She's got it in the tissue bag.
Okay, yeah, he's going to ask Mercy to give it to Midian. And he will end that with please and thank you. And Padre will go back to speaking with Talia al Ghul over there, and he's like, I think I walked into a situation where I misinterpreted things.
Go on.
Was under the understanding that there was ill intent in the room, and that we were toward said ill intent, and then your minion, as it would appear, go. You'll have to excuse the hostility and the fear.
It's natural to fear the things you don't understand.
I don't fear the things I don't understand. I fear surprises.
Very well.
Grabbing my arm from a carpet generally is kind of a shock when you're trying to find a name.
Understandable.
See, look, Uncle Esteban made everything.
If you look around the room, that spirit isn't there anymore.
Yeah, he's looking at her. Okay, you seem to be on the up and up on what's going on. So what I need is the name of the mage who died protecting.
I unfortunately can't help you with that. I've been gone for quite some time and am just returning, which is why I came in wondering what the hell was going on when I walked in.
Well, I was trying to do some good.
I expect Mercy has much to explain. But I do know that whatever was going on was weird.
Mercy would look at you and she said, I believe he gave his name as Ishtar, but the part that concerned me is he had a spear that looked an awful lot like the anti-terror units that have been hunting us. I fled when he first came in because I feared he was here to sever my avatar as he did to the Euthanatos girl.
I see.
I do not like this.
I'm just going to keep calling her Talia al Ghul because I can't remember her actual name.
Esteban will reach into his messenger bag and he will pull out a rock. And then he will throw out his claws so that they are long talons, and he starts carving into the rock.
He'll look back.
Can you make me an 8-dice roll there?
8 dice?
On it.
Div 4.
Oh, 4.
Div 4? 1,
Yeah.
2, 4, 5.
Okay. John?
That can't be good.
I'm giving Mercy a and all the stone does is like I will tell her to force her will into the stone when she has someone coming to attack this place, and it will alert me, and it will help bring me here with great haste.
Okay.
So basically, it's just a summoning stone for Iswan.
Perfect. Got it.
Yeah, Padre will look at Talia al Ghul and be like, I was trying to do... I was apparently fed some bad intel. But now that I have the information I have, I'm going to do what I initially was trying to do, which is some good.
Like Padre's gearing up for something.
Yeah, Padre is like, give me 2 seconds and tell you exactly what he's doing. I believe I'm spending a blood for this, though.
Oh, for anybody who's there, when Isvan is carving into this flattened rock, it glows and kind of hums, so it's probably some kind of magic.
Probably.
It could be something else. Who knows? Isvan's just some old douchebag. Who knows?
I spend 1 blood, I roll manipulation plus occult if 7 or the ghost's willpower, whichever is higher. John, I am calling Ishtar's ghost.
You won't get an answer.
Okay, wonderful.
Thana is going, when he's doing his thing, Thana's going to look at Mercy and be like, well, should we let them do their work?
Cool. Can I get an occult roll to know what he is doing?
I assume you could make like a intelligence occult to recognize necromancy. I assume it's necromancy if you're calling a ghost.
He's using like spiritus or something.
No, I'm actually using Sepulchre Path.
Oh, so I have like 9 dice for that.
9 dice.
Whatever DFDST said. I don't know.
You probably haven't encountered much necromancy, so it's probably a diff 8.
Sure.
It's
At 5.
Still blood magic, but it's something foreign to you.
Yeah, he's got 5 successes.
Damn. Good one.
Sure.
So yeah. Ghost isn't coming my way. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Padre will sigh. Well,
These will say maybe you cannot pull his spirits with your necromancy because it is not. He is not dead.
and he'll smile and you look at Uncle Eastfun. You know, that's a very good possibility, except he died fighting a monster here.
Who? How are we sure he died? I know someone who has died recently and come back to life.
That's not a
But
sacrifice, then, is it? If you come back to life after you give your life, that's not a sacrifice.
I do not know the situation.
he'll
That
turn to Minnie and no, the individual in question did himself.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe he sacrificed his body and put his essence on a different plane. If he was a mage, she could end up in the astral realm, maybe. Or he did sacrifice himself, and he is working for that weird place with robot suit. So perhaps his body was given here, and his spirit has been dragged there, and is locked there. There are many questions. If what he has done has already been undone, then his full spirit likely was not invested here. Or his soul was very weak. Am I not being heard?
No, I heard.
I think Padre is pondering.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't get cut out. There are more and more reasons for Istvan to attack this Strideki facility. They keep overstepping bounds.
So then why don't we go? Okay, what I need to know before Padre continues speaking and unawakened and non-supernaturals are in this area.
Within the room, you're saying?
Yeah, like how many people are within earshot that are not supernaturals? Basically, if I say the word pertaining to like the masquerade, how many masquerade breaches am I going to be making?
There wouldn't be any.
There none. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's going to totally turn to Istvan and be very blunt. Perhaps we should go to the prince and pool the city's resources together and have them shut down.
Whatever you want to do, I am only an anarch, so you are Camarilla, so you can do your Camarilla things. I would just go and decapitate them all.
Yeah, that's it's just my thoughts, and I'm more so asking you as a friend to would assist.
Oh, if you want to, yes, I will go with you to the prince and tell him that this place has become too burdensome, and we need to tell them that they have gone too far, and we would like to have blood feud.
Oh, you know the information about this place. This is the first time I've heard of it. So, yeah. Okay. Go team. To Midian and Danny. You guys are both anarchs?
What?
Danny
no, I'm
is
not.
independent right now. She hasn't sided with the Anarchs yet.
Isfan would say neither of those are mine.
Hmm?
Isfan would say neither of these two are mine. But Isfan's like, it looks like we will be leaving, and he will pat Mercy again, and he will say, if anything comes to attack here, you bring me, and I will kill it. Do not be frivolous, little girl.
She says, I will certainly call.
Okay, well then, we should leave. It will take me quite a while to bike across town to the prince's place. So Istvan will leave and get on his bike and start biking.
Well, I guess we've done enough here, so I'm going to slip away now. Everybody, please misbehave in my absence. Don't do anything I would.
Mercy would ask if she's available to help with the rest of the children, just get them to bed and stuff.
To Thana,
Yeah.
of course.
Does
She's
Danica,
always available to help with the children.
Hmm?
I said, does Danica want to ride on this Istvan's handlebars?
Why not?
Are you referring to the bicycle or the facial?
My.
I assume we bike across town very fast. Right now, my athletics is like 12 or 13 or something.
Oh damn.
Yeah, my next athletic pool is like 15 or something, 17. I'm really good at riding a bike.
He enjoys riding his bike.
I like to ride my bicycle.
Like
I
to
like
ride.
I like to ride my bike.
Okay, so do you want to do the sprint thing with the Padre as a BB?
Yes, we can do that.
Cool.
Sorry about the canine.
Luckily, I came in and didn't really solve anything. I just made everybody calm down. All right, guys. Well, good scene. Glad I could be in to help.
I think everyone's kind of dispersing, is that correct?
Mhm.
Yep. Danica.
Millions are longer.
What?
I said you're coming with me to the Prince because you're riding on my handlebars.
And I'll be helping Mercy put the children to bed.
No handlebars.
And Midian already said that he snuck away.
Yeah, I slithered off. I'm not stealthing myself or anything, but I'm walking away. Unless you need me for something, you can stop me.
No, I mean I wouldn't stop you. I would stop you to hug you.
That wouldn't be very uncomfortable for the both of us. He
No.
doesn't like being touched.
It's not seem uncomfortable at all. Like even if you're like clearly like writhing and like I really don't like this one seems super happy.
I don't know. Maybe it's kind of psychotic and schizophrenic. It might not end well.
He would try to give you a hug. If you like if you're like no, then he does not hug you.
He would act like Princess Leia about to get licked by Jabba the Hutt.
I would still hug you then if you don't say no. Even if you look disgusting.
Homo! No! No homo! No!
And then there's another guy in the scene. He may have left earlier. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, me.
Yeah, you, bro.
Yeah, I would have wandered off. I don't think I would have gone back in the last time because it seemed too dangerous.
He gave the big fuck that to that man.
Yeah.
That's fair. There is like a buff little blonde dude who it was like, I'll go in and look. So if you would have left earlier, he would have waved goodbye, or if you were close enough, he would have tried to hug you.
His hugs are legendary.
Ew. All right, guys. Keep your body clean. Yep, keep your body clean. Your mind dirty. Bye-bye.
Is this end of scene?
Yeah.
I did have for our native friend, I got a little side scene stuff I was going to run for him.
Alright,
If he
I'll
wants
peace
to
out.
stick around.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, so peace out. See ya.
So as Falling Star is wandering away,
Okay.
moseying and meandering,
Yeah.
the gentleman strolls up, and I have to find my picture here.
Do you need me?
No, I can. It's just this is going to be strictly some vampire stuff.
Okay, I figured I'd make sure. I'm hopping out
Yep.
then.
All right, we'll do. Where the hell did my... There it is. You actually kind of hear like the jingle of coins as this guy starts walking up to you. All right. He kind of walks up like from behind you and starts strolling next to you.
Looks like a Ravnos to me. I could be wrong.
And he just kind of walks next to you for a little bit, hands in his pockets. Doesn't say anything at first.
Okay, I just keep walking, like I don't even, just pretending to ignore him.
As you, he kind of walks with you for a little bit and takes one hand out of his pocket and kind of in a loose fist, he shakes it and you can hear what sounds like a pair of dice in his hand, and he opens it in front of you and he says, "Tell me, friend, do you play?" You can see it's a pair of these, 6-sided dice, like craps dice.
Hmm. Well, mostly blackjack, but I'll give it a shot.
He says, "That'd be excellent. I'm always looking for new visitors to my establishment, and
Oh, you have an actual casino?
I do. I manage one of the ones here in town."
Well, I'd like to have a look at it.
Did people fall out, or did scene end while I was gone?
We kind of wrapped up. There's a couple of kindred doing a sort of a side action conversation as they're strolling through the city, but
You realize we're still alive?
yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, these two are the native gentleman strolled off, and this gentleman is walking with him. All right.
Okay, where's everybody else?
Eastbound was going to meet with you and your prince. That's where they headed.
Do we have a scene for that?
We haven't scheduled anything yet.
Okay, so that's called I can head out and go to bed then. Gotcha. Who is this gentleman though? The Jack Sparrow looking dude?
He is a independent in the city and the owner of one of the casinos.
Gotcha. Okay, he's somebody I haven't met yet.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Well, that being said, sorry, new guy, for like eating up the time and shits. So.
That's fine. I was kind of observing, still learning the ropes.
I like playing my character. I just don't get to play very often because I work 60 hours a week right now.
Okay.
On top of that, I had issues with I was looking for work and then working now, and there's just been a lot going on. So. But okay, cool. Well, I will catch you cats later then.
Sounds good.
Sleep well.
Night.
He introduced himself. He says, "My name is Shandor Owana, and I run the High Bluffs Casino in the Whistling Valley Hotel."
That's quite a coincidence. But then there are no coincidences.
No, it seems there isn't. Everything is luck, but if you know how to luck, the dice are, of course, always loaded, aren't they?
I hope not at your casino.
No, of course not. Of course not. One dream of it.
No. All right, let's have a look at this place.
And he'll lead you, and it's a obviously done fairly showman style. You know, kind of not true Vegas, not to that extent, but it's done up with you know, he's got like carved stone bluffs. You know, a lot of the native foliage to make it look authentic.
Mhm.
Um, not necessarily pushing the native element too much, but he at least wants it to have that feel to it. You know, it's not like there's a bunch of overdone Hollywood Native American, but he's tried to keep to some traditionalism to it.
Oh, okay.
And he invites you in, and he says, you know, I'm always open to new guests and prospective employees as well. It's hard to find good help these days. And you said you are familiar with, of course, blackjack, so
Yes, I'm no expert, but I play.
well, that's something to consider as well. The of course, I'm always just happy for the company as well. Hard to find a man who's willing to have a drink and throw some dice.
I don't drink.
He chuckles and says, I'm fairly particular. A strong red or perhaps a Bloody Mary, but that's about it.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Excellent. He kind of leads you in, and he's very, very um, not quite chummy, but he puts his arm around you, but he doesn't actually make contact as he kind of leads you through.
Mm-hmm.
And he leads you to obviously like a penthouse suite. And he says, I'm certain it'd be beneficial if we got to know each other better. So, not often I run into someone that I'm not already familiar with. He pulls up a couple of chairs to basically an oversized coffee table set up as a craps table.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, throw dice, play cards, have a drink, whatever you'd like. He said it's important that we don't overlook the simple pleasures. Our life gets very boring and can seem almost endless.
He says nothing, but he has a gloomy expression on his face hearing those words, thinking about what he said. Well, let's try the dice. I'm feeling lucky tonight.
He says, excellent. Should we keep it friendly or do you prefer to wager? He says, I'll tell you what, let me make it interesting.
All right.
He says, loser answers a question of the others asking.
I'm sorry. Would you repeat that?
Simple wager. The loser has to answer one question of the other person's asking. Truthfully, of course.
Sure, why not?
He offers the dice to you and asks if you would prefer to throw first.
Thank you, I will. Alright, so 2 6-sided dice?
We can do that. Otherwise, what I've done in the past that's been effective is just a. I mean, if you're going to attempt to manipulate the result, a dex subterfuge. Otherwise, I've done just a simple, opposed roll that way.
Well, he's got 3 decks and 1 subterfuge, so might as well use that, right?
We can do that.
Okay. So let's see, 10. Oops. What am I doing here? I have to clear it. I don't know if...
Yeah, make sure you hit clear first. Otherwise, it's just going to keep adding them on.
Okay.
You'll have to let me know what you get for successes unless you... Dice Stream is great, but it only shows up if you're running a webcam or an overlay.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I got 7 7 10 1.
All right. We will... All right. And after each toss, it's fairly clear that you were... The luck was apparently with you tonight. And he asked if, asked you, well, what would you like to ask?
Are you interested in expanding outside Minneapolis?
He says, well, there's always room for opportunities. The point of this establishment isn't simply to make money, but also to bring people the opportunity to relax, step back from the outside world, and enjoy themselves for a bit. And if we can expand that mission elsewhere, so much the better.
Well said.
Are you looking to get into the business yourself?
First, you have to roll.
He chuckles and he says, fair enough. It's always good to see a man who remembers the rules of the game.
It is important to understand the rules for every situation.
He throws, and it's not bad, but it's certainly beatable. I don't know why my dice aren't showing up either. Probably because Google's an angry individual. A fickle, fickle god.
Okay, so I roll again.
Yep.
Okay. 8649.
So once again, you come out ahead. Then he chuckles and he says, "Guess it's your question again."
What do you know of the Lord's Children Orphanage?
He says, "Well, I know it's affiliated with the church, and they tend to steer clear of them. Mission statement and mine don't always meet up eye to eye. I know they had some bad goings on in the recent past, but from what the news had said, it was kind of resolved. The police had found apparently there was some madman in there, and when they got close, he committed suicide or some such."
Let's hope that was an end to it.
One would hope. Certainly I must say, you're giving definitely a man of a diverse mind. It's enjoyable to speak with someone who asks questions, but also thinks outside the box a little bit.
Well, thank you.
I do have to say I have a couple of business transactions that I have to handle personally this evening, but you're welcome to stay the evening. The penthouse is yours, and we can certainly follow up another night. Or he pulls out a card and sets it down. He says, "Are you welcome to give me a call, and we can schedule accordingly."
Thank you. You've been most welcoming, and I will give you a call next time I'm in the city.
That sounds fantastic. If there's anything else I can do, I'd be more than happy. I'd like to consider myself a social networker as well. Of course, in this day of electronics, being a social networker might be a bygone art.
They would like to think so, but nothing beats a real one-on-one conversation in person.
Yeah, I suppose there is still a human element to it that gets lost.
Yes.
Well, if there's anything else we can get, one of my staff would be happy to assist you. Otherwise, I will take my leave. And he gives you kind of a flamboyant bow. One hand out, kind of flares his coat. He says, been a pleasure, and I look forward to doing it again.
Yes, we should. Good night.
Good evening. And he, backs out through the door and closes it behind him. So I think that will wrap it up. You're welcome, as I said, if you want to continue this as a blue book, we can.
Okay.
But we will wrap up the live scene there, I think. Thank you all for joining us. This has been another Minneapolis by Night. This was the Vampire Venue. We look forward to having you join us again.